No.
I see it.
I see it and I hit it.
Oh no.
We have to
I
come up.
see
There
it
has to be a
and I
better.
hit it.
There has to be a better.
There's got to be. We need a tagline.
Yeah, that's the. I see it and I hit it cannot be the tagline. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
please.
Because
It's fire
Katie-
though. Which
Katie
is
will
such a
be-
shame.
I feel like every time we say it, Katie takes damage.
Hilarious.
You
I
gotta
do.
say, you gotta
my
be like, I see it, and then I hit it, and then I make some money.
And then I
Like-
make. Okay, you see that can just out of context. That sounds crazy. Like
Yeah, that does sound crazy.
I
no
see it,
matter
I
what
hit
you
it, and
do.
then I make some money. That sounds nuts.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's perfect.
Okay.
Perfection.
All right, I guess it's fine. Then.
We
Shopping
combined
episodes are fun. How do we so let's talk about the last thing we did, which was you all decided on a magical item. How do we feel about it? I know you all decided pretty quick, but how do we feel about it? I mean, about your beanie of disguise.
The
The
beanie,
beanie of disguise.
I
I'm
think it's
down
pretty
with it.
good. I think it'll come in handy.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It'll probably.
If Kakad
I-
doesn't take advantage of it, though, I'm going to be very disappointed. I need to
feel
see
like
some
it'll be used
shenanigans.
At least twice a heist. At least twice a heist. Beanie of disguise.
Well,
Bruh, it'll be easy because like if you really think about it, like Kakaw's mimicry, like it only gets better as time goes on, right? Like so like
Mhm.
if I wanted to be like a lady, I could just be a lady. Like it's really easy for me to just be a lady now.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, the thing too is that
Wait, it didn't work? Wait, oh, I thought the voice changer would work. Fuck.
oh
Ah!
no, it's over. It's over.
No.
Oh no.
Hang it up. You
It's
gotta
over.
retire Now.
Uninstall.
Am I a lady yet? Am I
There
a
we
lady
go.
yet?
There we go.
You're a lady.
you're
I am a lady
you're
now, so I could be a lady if you want me. If you want me to be a lady, like I could take my boobies out. I was kidding.
What?
I could heist. I could act like I work there. I could do so many things, bro.
I don't like this. You know, take my boobies out.
doesn't
Things that
cover
women say. You know.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
things that all women say all the time. No
Well, in
matter
case I
what
need to
context.
like, like distract a security guard, you never know, man.
Okay,
Men
so
are
he-
fucking
he's not-
savage beasts out here.
he's fine taking one for the team. Okay, that also didn't sound right.
He
I
might take over the
also
team.
love the idea as a side note that Mirabelle is a light sleeper. I think that's very funny
That is hilarious.
because
be on
considering that
alert,
she used to work in a circus, I'm like, how?
Yeah, right. Fact.
She didn't sleep a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's
Um.
the best sleep she's gotten in years.
It's
Oh,
true.
fuck.
Yeah, actually, probably.
Finally comfortable. That's why I'm like really leaning into like improving myself and like being more proper. You know.
This is a
Yeah. There's a
improvement arc.
savage. There's a circus. The circus freak savage is in there somewhere.
It is, but I'm suppressing
beating
it.
the
I'm
shit
Yeah.
out of
pushing it,
mimics in
pushing
a
it down.
basement.
Yeah. One of these days, one baddie's gonna do something that's gonna bring that out of her.
You mean like literally the first heist when she's wailing on that mimic?
That did happen.
Right.
She
We
did
all
punch-
saw that.
She did
It's very
punch a mimic
close
to death.
under the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She turned it into what she said, ground beef, like straight nothing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
literally
Like,
fucking
Literally
done.
fucking like mashed potatoes,
It was
Right.
Bob
chicken
Evans, bro.
nuggets.
She turned that shit to Bob Evans, bro.
Not Bob Evan.
Well, yikes. Well, we met a couple of key NPCs today. We met Eddie for Gummy. We met Eddie and Polio, who, not huge fans of Polio.
Nope.
Kind of a typical scummy, investor. Polio is the guy in like Kitchen Nightmares that is like the owner of the bar, but that makes the bar worse. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, man, who is Polio? Polio's the guy that Gordon Ramsay hates on Kitchen Nightmares because he stops everyone from doing their job correctly.
It is a fight on site.
Yeah. But Eddie's cool. How do we feel about Eddie? Do we like Eddie?
Eddie was right.
I like Eddie. She's doing her job. I can't be mad at her.
Yeah, after all that, Gummy needed a hug, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, bro, like that whole day was just sad.
Yeah, that was a pretty depressing day at
Gunter, is beginning to really lean into the van kind of whole thing. Driving the van around, scoping out the van. Soon you'll be able to get like to trick out the van. It still kind of looks like shit, but it works. It
I mean, that's
works.
the most important part.
Yeah, it is the most important
It
part.
works. It wasn't working before, and now it is.
But now it
That's
is
true.
working.
So now we
It's
can get
Mhm.
places.
working.
That's awesome.
And then as well, Mirabelle meeting, seeing some of the different things that Mr. Rodre is involved in.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm not going to tell you anything, but on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you don't trust it at all, 1 being you're not suspicious at all, how suspicious, and I know by asking you the question, I'm making it more
You're
suspicious,
leading me.
but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, I promise. I
Okay.
genuinely want to know because, when you're a DM, you want things to be ambiguous
Right.
and but you also know how they look. So
Yeah.
what do you think about the whole thing about the woman when the stroller coming through?
Well, Mirabelle would assume the best of Mr. Rodre
Yeah.
because, he took a chance on her and he seems like a really nice guy and he loves his grandchildren and all that. So she would
Yeah.
assume that he's doing something nice, something charitable for this woman who doesn't seem to have a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
she's very kind.
yeah, she's not suspicious of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I think she's a very trusting person to people who are nice and kind to her.
Hmm.
Um
Kind.
we spent for the first time let's talk about the handler for a second.
The handler is equally parts intimidating and trustworthy.
Yeah.
She's a
We have to
mysterious
trust her,
lady.
but she's terrifying because she's in charge. We don't know what she's capable of.
That is true.
Plus, she's very confident, and she just talks like she's the boss already. And I was like, okay, whatever you say, Miss Handler.
How do we
It's very-
feel about the handler?
I think
I want
she's
to hear y'all because
cool.
I'm scared.
I like the handler.
I like her. She's like Tanuk said, she's super confident. She kind of she can fit in wherever, no matter what the setting, no matter what people, she just is who she is. And I like that.
All boss energy.
Yep.
Girl boss.
Does her not sharing her name with you bother either your characters or you?
Oh, not really.
Yeah, not me. It doesn't bother me either because Mirabelle knows what it's like to you have to keep some secret.
Yeah, for sure. Initial thoughts about the job you just obtained, the assignment you were just given. Now that you kind of have an understanding of what everything is, kind of the ranking systems and everything like that, how do we feel about this?
So with this new job, right? We didn't get there because we just kind of ended it
Mhm.
right there. But Drizzle is ecstatic right now. He heard casino and everything was just like, all right, cool, sure.
Has he been to this one before?
It's time. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There are 3 that Drizzle likes to frequent. Now, one he just goes to. 'cause
This
it's
one, I would say honestly, you wouldn't have been to this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because this one is brand new. Like it's newly opened, as in the last maybe month or so. But you've heard about it.
Heard of it.
So
Okay.
you're
For
excited
months.
to go.
So he's pumped. He's
Yeah,
pumped.
you've heard about it for
Beyond
months.
He's on the
like-
wait list.
Hey, right. Afterlife. He was like, Afterlife. No shit.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But it's actually not even in Skybreak City. So good thing you got the van working.
Yeah, that's a long ass walk.
Because it is not close.
That's gonna be.
But is there parking? That's the bigger question.
Uh-oh. Well, now you
It's
see,
all
now with a van, you got to worry about parking.
It's all
Yeah,
fine.
we gotta.
He's gonna.
And
he's
well,
gonna-
more importantly, who's paying for parking?
Mm.
Because I mean,
Are
if
there
it's a
tolls
resort,
on the
there's
way
probably
there?
parking, but it's not going to be cheap.
It's
Right,
not
but,
going to be
like,
cheap.
Are we also on the toll road? Man, now we got to
the fantasy toll
We
roads.
have to pay for insurance.
Oh no, no, no!
Van
I want to make something. I
insurance.
want to make something perfectly clear. In a world where magic exists, insurance does not.
Good. And I
What?
hope we
What?
don't need
No,
gas. We don't need anything like that.
In a
No,
world where
Shuri?
in a world where magic exists, I am fully confident that the people's need or want or desire to have insurance would deteriorate to the point where no one would get it.
What?
Because
nobody's taking that risk.
Because as long as the mending spell exists, no one needs anything ever.
Oh my god. Just straight up mending. All right, I was in a 4-car collision mending. That's it. In sentence. Mending.
Yeah, I was in I was in an 8-car collision. Mending.
Mending.
When there is mending, there is no insurance.
Oh my
We
God.
need mending. Oh my gosh. Well, it's going to be a fun time. We will see kind of details about the job and travel and all that. We stealing for sure. We stealing for sure. I also think that, and not to spoil anything for next week, next episode as well, but when you do something for the first time, the second time you do it, you are infinitely better. But the thing is, when you are being assigned something, those people who are signing you stuff knows that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So it's like, you guys saw how the grading system works and something like that, but this thing didn't mention anything about the grade or anything. You guys can for sure ask the handler, but I think they're like, especially with Gunther learned like a lot about like when he was trying to climb, he didn't have the right equipment to climb into the skylight. Like he like there were just a lot of things that your guys like, you didn't know that you didn't need that. That you needed that rather. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because to be honest, all I need is mending.
Right. Mending and detect magic. That's it. That's all I need.
The only thing I can't mend are relationships.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow, my heart has
And with that in mind, go ahead, Mike. Take us home.
No, I think that was the tagline. The only thing I can't mend are relationships.
Mending doesn't work on relationships.
And make some money.
And make some money.
Jesus.
And if you see it, hit it.
No.